Let's continue to the rest of the programming. Now, live from our Abuja studios is Ogechukwu Modi, who is the CEO at NOI Pools. The NOI just released about a week ago a new set of a new survey showing that the social media is now playing a significant role in our lives. Yes, we all saw that during the 2015 general elections, but as it's not been able to displace the radio, neither the television. As a matter of fact, looks like they're getting on together well along. So this new world of information and communication, how does it affect you? Let's cross over to Abuja. So Abuja Studios live now to Ogechukwu. Thank you very much, madam. We appreciate your this early part of your holiday, getting out of bed, in the shower, grab a cup of coffee, and joining us live there. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Now, talk to us a little bit more about this survey from your analyst about how the new world of media is shaping our lives.
Okay, so fantastic. This has been a study we've been doing for 8 years. So the first one was done in 2013, and it has been 5 different surveys over the 8-year period. The first 4 were face-to-face, and the last one that was done in June, the last week of June 29th, was a telephone survey. So it just shows that still radio is still king. It's still the major source of information when Nigerians go to listen to news and any other thing. And then in ranking, you have the radio, you have TV, and then surprisingly, what comes in is social media before the newspapers. And then, of course, you have the word of mouth, you have SMS, and then the town hall meetings.
Madam, sorry, that's heartbreaking for me. I'm on television. How did added radio overtake me?
Well, radio has always remained the main source over these 8 years that we've been looking at, and that's because majority of people, it's cheaper. You know, access to radio is, I mean, most of the things that you would see that are the first 3 are all like household items: the radio, the TV, and the phone. And, you know, these are things that are easy. Transistor radio in the north, most especially, the radio is the major source before you start looking at the southern part of the country. So radio has always been king, and then the TV. But what has surprised us is the fact that social media has grown astronomically, like 900% from 2007 to 2015. And that's really surprising for us. But then, of course, there are various reasons for that.
So in the main, what does it tell you about the state of Nigeria economy? Because it means that somehow at the social bottom of the pyramid level, Nigerians are acquiring other new means of information and expanding it, isn't it?
Yes, they are. And I mean, the major factor for that growth is really on the back of the growing telephone business. And so you have, you know, in 2001, about 400,000 phones. And now, as of April this year, you have 143 million active lines. So, I mean, you see people now accessing news, accessing data, all on the telephone. On the back of that, you're even expecting a lot more internet users. As at the end of 2014, you see that Nigeria had about 57.7 million internet users, and that's expected to grow to about 83.4 in 2018. So for the businesses, you know, in the economy, they need to realize that they need to become a bit more social. How do I drive my advertising? How do I drive my resolutions? How do I drive my customer service? It's very critical because as, you know, the telephone lines continue to grow and continue to surge in Nigeria, and internet use continues to surge in Nigeria, most people will be accessing data, accessing all the information from a handheld device. So that's so critical for business leaders now to realize that and to sort of move into this new media and sort of achieve more through the platforms that they offer.
So I'm going to turn that question round and point it at you. What does it mean for you folks at NOI Polls, the new media, as it were? How has it enhanced surveys in Nigeria, conducting opinion polls, which were absent 20 years ago or more when some of us came into the media? There's almost zero. There's nothing like polling in Nigeria. Bureau of Statistics was near a dinosaur at that point, if not extinct, as it were, non-existent. So how much of this have you been able to leverage to be sure that the quality, the integrity of polling and survey conducted in Nigeria is now near the developed economies?
Okay, so polling, like I did say, is face-to-face and also telephone. So we have a call center here, a 50-man call center in Abuja. So we conduct our surveys through the telephone across the whole nation, and of course the face-to-face that we do across the whole nation. Now, how has this survey worked for us? One is that we're quite active on radio here, and it sort of has given us a broader audience. So on the social media networks, on the different networks we have on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and every other one that we go on, different ones anyway that we're on, what we realize is that it has given us a lot more access globally. So we have people calling from South Africa, calling from the United States, from Europe. You know, they're asking about certain things, asking about certain results, understanding that the narrative about Nigeria has started to change because people are hearing the voices of Nigeria through our survey, through our polling data. And it has also made data much more accessible. So people are learning more about Nigeria via their own NOI polls, Twitter handle, or Facebook page. That's because we're making all that data available on this platform. So it's given us a broader audience across the world. We have people writing from China, Japan. I mean, it's so exciting to see, you know, the stages people and the kind of excitement people have when they are sort of accessing things about Nigeria, asking questions. And we even allow people to suggest polling topics. So people actually suggest from South Africa, suggest from Japan, from Europe, you know, different polling topics, things they want to know about Nigeria. So it's helped the country, or rather the company a lot, and also the country, because people are starting to know more about Nigerians through the NOI polls, Twitter, and Facebook page.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam. We appreciate that exacting final notes at which you rounding off the program for us today. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Do have a great weekend. Ogechukwu Modie, who is the CEO at NOI Polls from our Abuja studios. And that's about all for today on the program. We'll be back on Monday. But don't forget, in 30 minutes' time, we are live to you from here, Channels Television, wrapping up, unveiling, as it were, for you viewers, what perhaps you've got a sneak preview on the channel. Today with DWTV, that's the Deutsche Welle, the biggest network in Germany and across Europe. We're unveiling that for you here via our own executive team. Join us in 30 minutes. You'll find that here on the channel. Bye for now. I'll see you at the other side.